Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity 2, as I continue with my blind Let's Play. Last time we just made it through the Ngwithan dig sites. We are now ready. I think our ship is patched up and ready to go. But first, before we head out, we're going to talk to the party some.
Hey.
Gonna take a little bit of downtime.
What's gnawing you?
So, how do you like the Deadfire so far?
The air's different. Especially compared to Gilded Vale, where there's more livestock than shovels. Sounds different, too. You wake up to all those bird calls, it really does sound like they're making music. If the birds woke you in Gilded Vale, it was usually a couple crows making the most horrible mating noises you ever heard. Strange thing is, I still get this feeling in me, like I wish I was home.
Gotcha. Let's keep going.
What can I do you for?
Alright, Jody?
Yeah? Tell me what's on your mind?
So, what's your thoughts on Aethys recently?
We talking during the Saints War or after he died?
Actually, no. We've already been through this. Let's speak on something else.
No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening.
Any recent nightmares?
They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul.
Don't worry, we'll figure something out.
Will we? Ought we? I just don't know. I trust you, Watcher. I swear I do. I worry sometimes about what's gonna happen to me. But, well, it's not like I can turn my back on my duty to my god, even if it kills me.
That's all for now.
Yeah, it's best we gotta move on.
So, Aloth.
Yes?
How's it going?
Let us speak again once we've left Port Maje.
Okay, gotcha. Then let us go.
Of course.
Let us head back to the ship. Again, love how the music just kind of fades in there once we came from upstairs. Alright. Do we need anything from the trading post, I wonder? You know what? Yes. Let us sell some stuff.
Ado, begging your pardon for the mess, miss. We are still recovering from the storm. We have supplies here for the paying customer. Provisions for the road, perhaps?
Let me see what you have.
Have a look.
Alright, so we're gonna sell the sword and the saber and the hatchet. Yeah, we're gonna sell quite a bit of this for right now. Okay, and then how about we sell stun bombs and oils. And we'll sell that as well. Okay, how about the stash? Yes, we have quite a bit. Again, let's sell that saber. Some clothing, a couple of the swords. At least 3 of them, I think. Yeah, a couple shields. And then... yeah, let's sell the spears. Let's sell these shields. Keep the mace. I'll have to remember to keep, you know, a lot of these, you know, the food and items and whatnot. Death's Maw, 1000. What is this? So, grants death runes. Being nearly killed by an enemy grants temporarily damage reduction. Awesome. Okay. I'm trying to remember if there was something specific I was gonna grab while I'm here. Strange tablet. What is this? Oh man, that's a different language. Can't read any of that. Got some medical supplies we could pick up. You know what? Let's get some medical supplies. How much was that? 500? Let's get a little bit less than that. Actually, no. Let's get half of that. There we go. Okay, we'll grab a couple of that. Sure, we'll grab a couple of cannon shot. That works. That's what we'll do for right now. Thank you for your time. And, oh yeah. You know what, let's check out that house. I said I was going to. So yeah, before we leave the port.
You have to do something. Any of us could be next.
Oh? I cannot imagine who might wish to harm you, Mestre.
Oh, it kind of froze up again. I don't know why. Oh well, as long as it's, you know, playable, smooth for the most part. I don't know why it keeps kind of jumping. But alas. That's Tori. Let's talk to them.
I'm keeping Papa company till he's better.
Alright.
Who's there?
Hello.
Tori, is that you? Wait, who are you?
The figure in the bed is a young Valian man. First thing you notice that he seems to have been severely beaten. One eye is nearly swollen shut. Where his skin is revealed, it is a patchwork of livid bruises. He groans and winces as he props himself up.
I know exactly how he feels. And I beat up a lot of folks just the same way.
Zodi's eyes gleam with a dark amusement.
Come to laugh? Madiko, this would not have stood in Ozia.
In Ozia, there'd be a crowd in here to taunt you. Go barks a short laugh, then immediately winces.
Maybe you are right. So you are visiting. What do you want?
So what happened to you?
Iswana. They are an unreasonable people. I was enjoying a night of cards when one of them attacked me, out of nowhere. I had not spoken a word to her. The mad devil. Look what she did to me. My ear. When the fighting is over, she takes my coin purse and strides away. Bold as anything.
So... were you cheating? I'm tempted to ask him that. Were you cheating or something? I'm gonna do it.
Madiko, she was not even playing. There I am, counting my winnings, and suddenly a giantess grabs my shoulder. Perhaps I said something then, but she struck the first blow. The governor lets the Juana do as they please, and this is the result. I should be out there, helping to search for our people to rebuild. Instead, listen, I am without other means. She took my coin purse, my wages. How am I to pay the governor? How am I to feed my son? That woman should be in the stocks. The guards do nothing. But you've heard me out at least. Do me the kindness of retrieving that coin purse, and I will give you what I can spare.
Well, frankly, you don't have to give me anything. Maybe I can reason with this woman. Where should I start?
They call her Mokeha. I imagine she's back in her village, feeling proud of herself, no doubt. Follow the road as it bends north. Then west. You can't miss it. A pile of sticks and straw.
With that, he sags back into the mattress, clearly exhausted. Oh, okay, so maybe this unlocks that other part of the town. Let's go check it out before we venture forth. Yep, there we go. Take you 3 hours and 19 minutes. Well, let us go. Okay, nice. Oh, yeah, the storm speaker. There's the person. The Mari woman steps sideways, angling herself towards you, and meets your gaze with an intense stare.
I do not know you. You were looking for Kawa?
Rinko says you robbed him during a card game.
Rinko?
She scoffs.
The Valian? You jest, Akira. I should have thrown him into the sea. He dares to call me a thief?
Why don't you tell me what really happened?
What else? The Valians are fools. But Akawa wishes to trade, so we must be patient. We must save them from Nagate's storms, even when they ignore our advice. Ikawa told me I should see the tavern, speak with their people, learn patience. The trader Eophania, she taught me to play Valian cards. A simple game, but none would play with me in the tavern. Not until Rinko. I thought him kind, until I proved the victor, and he grew angry. Until he stood in front of his kin and called me a Mataru of Sadahuzi, a filthy islander and a cheat. For that, yes, I beat him. Why does this concern you?
Well, maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna tell her, maybe you should have told the guards you've been branded a thief.
I am no thief. Do you mean to insult me?
Not at all.
I am Mataru. I am the guard in Sadahuzi. I defend this village. If I see fit to punish a man, it is my duty.
If a Valian broke one law, would you be satisfied with a fine levied by your governor? Or by the governor, sorry.
That is not the same. This has long been our island.
Let's go with... I could just go talk back, talk to him again. I will say this, he's just a merchant, he can't fight you as an equal. Well, should I say that? I don't know. Let me go back and talk to him.
Blunt your teeth on this if you like. If he was a man of sense, he would not be on his back.
Because, yeah, I don't want to disrespect her or anything. So, yeah, let's go talk to them. Seated upon a chair before the bonfire, Ikawa looks considerably more comfortable here in her home village. She prods absently at the coals with a long stick. Ikawa's lined face is pocketed with fading scars, and there's no hostility in her calm appraisal as you approach.
I am told that the people of the Republics have little love for their cousins in the old country. Or perhaps it is the other way. It is not so different for us. They told me what became of your ship. I say again that you are lucky. It is the only ship that survives. I could protect Port Maje, or else its ships, but not both. Perhaps Clario thinks I chose poorly.
So I guess you and the governor don't really get along.
Better than it may seem. Clario can be reasoned with, especially if one approaches him with coin in their pocket. He is not a cruel man. I suspect he might even enjoy life on the island, if he were free of his masters.
So why do business with the Valians?
Akira, do not all people trade for the same reason? The Valians have brought us guns, medicine, wine, and food. Some of them we have even convinced to help with the canoes.
That is totally fair.
My people have come to enjoy these things. The medicine has helped many of the children recover from fever. We gain from this peace. So long as Clario keeps his company masters away, we lose little.
So I thought you should know that I found some Juana at the dig site. They were killed when Aethys arrived.
I see. Governor Clario would call it superstition. I know you speak truth. Are there worse omens than to hear that the god of rebirth has brought death upon your people? I thank you for delivering this news. I will tell their families, and we will mourn them together. But you will journey on, into the god's wake. I wish you luck, outsider. There are enough Mataru here to defend the village. You are safe.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. I'll take my leave. Chieftain's Lodge and Rika's Lodge. Okay. Let's talk to you.
Amura's winds blow sweet upon you.
Thank you. We could go there. How about we actually go back and see about Rinko? Back to his home. I'd be very amused if, say, if like we killed somebody in this place and the population actually went down by 1. I really don't expect that level of detail in this game, but that would be kind of funny.
Most days I'd fire up the kettle for you or something. Sorry.
I spoke to Mokia. She claims that she won fairly and you insulted her.
A surprise! The brute speaks! And you have survived the conversation in one piece. Merla. Perhaps my tongue was loosened by drink. What of it? Is any man who insults the savage's pride due a beating? The law is on my side.
It might... Well, I could say that. You know what, how about this? Drop the charges and I'll happily lend you a hand.
Merla. And I'm in no position to bargain, is that it? Well, you are not wrong. So be it. I will tell the guards that the matter is settled. And... Agrasima. The money will keep a roof over our heads until I am fit to work. I cannot see why you do this, but I will not forget.
And Rinko, I know I couldn't say this in the dialogue. I mean,
I'm here.
not anymore, but...
Indeed.
Respect other people, please. And have some understanding. Alright. Let's finally go back to the ship. There we go. Okay. I was trying to remember how to leave. Time to check up on the crew, see how they're doing.
Good, you are here. Clario has made good on his promise. We are making ready to free your ship. I say still that you are fortunate. The ship was nearly lost, but it will float. For how long, I cannot say. You will wish to find a friendly port with some speed, I think.
Do you know where Nekataka is?
So you will go to the great Kahanga city as well. You must sail north for some time, and then a little east. Take care in Nekataka, outsider. It will close its jaws around you, and you will never notice. Come, we will see your defiant out to sea.
Thank you. You received a curious message from Harbinger Vatnir. Okay. The missive, written in what looks like dried blood on a slice of tan leather, came to you rolled and sealed with matters of Aurochs. The lettering, spidering and sharp, suggests the sender may have been shivering as they composed it. Most glorious watcher of Kadnua, I cordially invite you to a feast to be held in your honor. A community of like minds congregate at Harbinger's Watch, a small outpost located in the Deadfire Sea, to witness the Dead Flow's rapid expansion. Soon I shall consume all, and Rimmerground's dominion over Dead Aora be unchallenged. We eagerly anticipate hosting your magnificence. With your admiration for your many accomplishments, Vatnir, High Harbinger of Dusk.
We should address the matter of our ship's resources before we get underway.
Alrighty.
It saddens me to inform you that we lost several crew and most of our provisions during the storm. However, Port Maje appears to be well supplied, and I expect the recent disaster has left several sailors in want of a ship. I suggest we contract for additional supplies and crew before we return to open water, or our voyage may indeed be a short one.
Thank you, steward. Actually, I think it... Oh, task completed. Oh. So I guess we've already... With the little bit of supplies I've already done, I've already done that. Ooh. Count another ship at sea. Oh boy. Okay. As the Defiant leaves Port Maje behind you, you casually observe dozens of other ships coming and going. Mostly fishing and trade vessels. Okay, thank God. One craft stands out, an imposing dhow, replete with cannons cruise into view across the Defiant starboard bow. The flag raised high atop its sail signifies a wish to parley. However, the dhow approaches at an aggressive speed, suggesting that it may not be easily turned away. Yeah, let's face the pursuer head-on. You spin the ship's wheel counterclockwise. The ship swings around quickly, disturbing a gull resting on the foremast. The bird voids a white splotch on the deck as a sign of its disapproval. You even out the wheel and bear straight towards the dhow. The distance closes quickly, and soon the massive dhow's hull rolls on the waves beside your ship. Boarding planks emerge and quickly cast onto your ship, along with shouts from its crew, notifying you that their captain will be boarding. Several well-armed men crosses the plank, their eyes watching every inch of your ship. The crowd parts open to make way for their captain, a tall, well-dressed man. He appears at you with one impeccable groomed eyebrow raised. Following behind the captain, in a stark contrast, strides an unkempt Orlin. A pair of pistol grips protrude from his belt, and he casually twirls a stocky firearm round his index finger. His shaggy face, framed by long cobalt blue hair and a widely braided cerulean beard, makes him the makes the crooked smile he directs at you seem almost sinister.
Ador, Watercadno. On behalf of the Principes and Patrina, I must request we meet in parley.
Principe, okay, so... Responding to the collapse of Grand Valia. Oh, okay. Noble families picked up their households and sailed abroad, seeking opportunities away from the shadow of their homeland. Kind of like what I did. Over time, their old world traditions evolved into a new identity as the Prince... Oh, okay. It's without a homeland, a loosely connected and regulated organization of pirates. Gotcha. So these are people from Old Valia. So you have my attention, Captain.
Agrasima. I will make this quick. I have heard some marvelous tales regarding your ventures in the Deerwood. In fact, you are the first dragon slayer I have ever met, outside of a grave. Some fools would seek to make a fortune by pilfering from one such as you.
I take it he is not one of those fools. Perhaps we should listen.
Under the captain's words, you hear a faint but intensing buzzing. It booms, overwhelming Fronte's voice, drowning out all else around you. No one else seems to notice. A vision. Thunder cracks between your ears, and you glimpse a different sun-sod sea behind your eyes. So I'm gonna try to let this vision come, I think. Or should I fight against it? Let it happen. Visions streak across your mind's eye, fleeting and incoherent. An elf, dark-haired and battle-scarred, stepping across the gulf between vessels. She shakes Fronte's hand, and warmth spills through you. Excitement, pride, respect. The imaging melts like candle wax into a lamplight galley swamped with the scent of unwanted rum and sweet fruit, with sailors and their songs and sweat. The scene billows away, ice-cold and clawing. Placed with the crew on deck, solemn and staring. Frontes grasps one of their own by the throat. No, not one of their own, no more. You don't steal from family and stay family. Tears and mucus war the man's features as Fronte reads the man's his last rites. Thief or no, they'll consign him to Andra, as a tradition dictates. The vision passes, leaving you blinking on the deck of the Defiant. Looking at his face, he raises an eyebrow.
I believe you have met such a fool. Captain Benweth of the Drake.
Ah, Benweth. I remember the Drake.
Gelarde. Then that should make this easy. I am keen to show my rascal of a compatriot some much-needed humility. I thought perhaps you may care to as well.
For our teas, do my job for me, friend. Hope you don't die in the effort.
Rogue's words flit through your thoughts like darters. Not quite your own, but not entirely unlike your own either. So if... Yeah, if Benweth is one of your own, shouldn't you take responsibilities for his actions?
Benweth is no captain of mine, Aimika. It is not beneath my flag his Drake sails.
Ah.
Yet I do seek to temper his actions when they would endanger the Principe altogether.
How has Benweth endangered the Principe?
Are you saying if we rile you, you will pose no threat to us? Così, pardon if I do not believe you, Dragon Slayer. Word of Benweth's raid on the Defiant will spread throughout the Deadfire. More fools will seek to prey upon you. I would suggest you stave off all others by making an example of Benweth.
So where might I find Captain Benweth? Say I wanted to teach him a lesson?
Benweth's Drake took damage during the storm. Eventually he will need to dock for repairs, and when he does, Seraphin can find him for you. He is rather an unrefined creature, but he is a most skilled ship hunter, I assure you.
Unrefined? Begging your pardon, Captain, but I'd be the high fucking model of the gentleman of fortune. As for Benwith, that sucker of squid tits be as predictable as the tide. I'd wager all my furriest bits that he'd set sail for Deadlight.
That would be felicitous indeed, as I believe the traitor Remaro hides there as well. I quite enjoy killing 2 men with a single bullet.
Wouldn't have even thought of it if you hadn't brought it up, sir.
Yet, you feel a surge of anger that's not your own. Seraphin spins towards you and bows again.
Now, I ain't hardly in any hurry to leave the fine company of the gentlemen of leisure, but the captain be right about me finding your mark. Adding to that, you sail into Fort Deadlight not knowing your innies from your outies, you might very well find the locals cannon fucking your boat to sodden splinters.
What can you do for me, Seraphin?
Are you asking aside from my vaunted ship-hunting abilities, self-evident manners, and encyclopedic know-how of all things piratical?
Aloth blinked incredulously. Yes, aside from the obvious.
Well, there'll be me knowing my way around Fort Deadlight, so named on account of it being a fortress and all. I got my contacts inside, and I'll be half-handy with a gun if shit goes belly up. Adding to that, I'll be right easy on the eyes, or so the lasses tell me.
I could tell him that, oh my goodness. I'm gonna say, well, quite easy.
I'll be the old package and a half, Captain.
Aloth massages his temples, shaking his head.
As you see, Seraphin is both insufferable and marvelously useful.
Well, welcome aboard, Seraphin.
Oh, you won't be regretting this, Watcher. At least so long as you keep us heavy in grog and light on the onions. Ugh, them dirty shit apples ain't never agreed with me, and I'll be suspecting they never will.
He's not sleeping near my berth, I promise you that much.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I sail now for Dunwich, my own safe port. I will await you there, should you be successful in schooling our wayward captain.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, so that explains it. Yeah, he's a Cypher. Subclass Wild Mind. So the Orchid multi-class Barbarian Cypher. So yeah, we're gonna just keep him as Cypher, but that's awesome. See you later, Captain. All right. So that's Dunwich, where he is. Deadlight's there. Nekataka's there. Wow, this place is massive. Let's go back to Port Maje. Hang on. I was just, you know, appreciating the music. And we have one injured crew member. What's this? To the ship deck. We're about to click on that. Hang on. Ship management, that's what it is. Okay, so... Okay, yes, the people we have at the beginning. Awesome. So, helmsman. Awesome. Cannoneer. Deckhand. Who's injured? Oh, yeah, that's right, Arena. Injured for 7 days. Resting crew. Is there a way to... I know I bought medical supplies. I'm sure I did. Oh wait, no, hang on. Maybe it's up here? Oh, medicine, there we go, yeah, 46 out of 200. I wonder if there's a way to speed that up, or if I just have to... What if I make them rest? Still injured for 7 days. I don't know. Alan, somebody? Okay, there's morale. Just let me know in the comments, I guess, how maybe some of this might work. maybe better ways to, you know, manage my crew. We'll see. So yeah, I'll just be looking out for your comments if you have any thoughts on it. Let us go to Port Maje. Let's go to supply. Recruit crew members. Ooh, this is awesome. Daily wages 2. 1 and 1. Navigator and deckhand. Let's get another cannoneer, actually. Cost 0, really? But we just have a daily wage. Yeah. Let's hire Venisi. Okay, and so if we go back here... Okay, yeah, then he's added there. Awesome. Yeah, we definitely need 2 more cannons. On that side. Surgeon. That's what we need. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Surgeon, here we go. Shield Sister Delia. Take that. And we'll hire this deckhand as well. Oh wait, what is this one? Am I just not seeing it? Novice Navigator. Okay, so yeah, Navigate. Okay, I got it. That's a little telescope. And then what happened to the surgeon? Okay, here we go. Yeah, we'll switch you out. You'll be the surgeon. Then we have 1 more for a deckhand. No, we'll keep this crew for right now, and then hang on. Let's go back here. While that, let's get more rice. Actually, let's get a little bit less rice. We'll get 15. Or 35, that's fine, that's fine. Oh, 1,000. That's 1,000 for a cannon. That's okay, we'll save our money then. We'll save the money. Well, that's cool. Let's go to the ship. Ship deck. Nice. That's really awesome that we can do this anytime on the overworld. And then we can just talk to the crew members. No offense, Captain, but your gunners can't shoot worth crap. They'll get better. What new shores are we setting sail for today? I have no clue. And it looks like we can't talk to him? Yeah, we can. Need something, Captain? No, just checking in.
Ahoy, Captain. Truth be told, Ferrante half expect us to get our asses blown out of the water at Fort Deadlight. Fortunately for you, I have this bad habit of beating the odds. Of course, I do that by way of good old traditional chicanery. And the most important part of any hornswoggle? Solid planning. Well, that and surviving.
You mentioned you have contacts at the fort. Can we rely on them for help?
I did say contacts, didn't I?
You did.
Contact would be more accurate, in the singular. A lass by the name of Siri. Been running the same circles for years, doldrums and fair winds. We're never family, but never on the wrong ends of arms, neither. Might have shaken the sheets a few months back. Regardless of how she feels about me, there's no love lost betwixt her and Benwith, that's for damn certain.
So, do you know anything about the fort's defenses?
Funny thing about it being a fort means it ain't a boat. Means it don't have to worry about the weight of cannons it's storing onkin' big balls. Guns they got crowning that castle put a hole in your poop deck before you've sighted land. Fort itself be floor to ceiling rum-sodden fools, so that be going for us. but Aldi's keeps the crew on the walls sharp and sober. One blast of their horns and deadlights locked up tight as an adhering Mugranite. We'll stay that way too, till any unfamiliar ships have been shot to shit and shot again.
What do you know about us?
Yeah, she's sharp as shit, that one. Tongue, mind, and ears alike. Sailed out of Deerwood or Adir one. Knows her knots, and how to crew a ship that won't turn sour. The words ring out among the Principe, more than you'd think for new blood. Part of that's her fierce support of freedom, from slavers, from the empires, from the Juana's caste system even. The rest a lenient hand. Step out of line and Ferrante's got your old crew up for lashes. Aldis, though, she's, let's say there's a reason she attracts limp-cocked nut twists like Benwith. Can't say I much approve of a lack of regard for our traditions, but, can't say I don't share her vexations with Ferrante and the old garden either.
Shouldn't the Principe do something about Aldis?
Ah, the Principe's no fleet. More a mishmash of fiercely independent captains.
So, like a confederacy in a way, I guess.
A lot of them take to one another like sharks to krakens. But we be bound by the slippery slip knots of tradition. Even those bucking tradition cooperate for protection against our enemies. Many of the old guard have died off, though. And the new blood flooding in be, less the civil sort.
So let's speak about the fort later.
Later, sure. No hurry here to ship off back to the Gentlemen of Leisure.
Oh, we leveled up, okay. I think, yeah, because I think I'm gonna actually not go to that fort right off unless there's a consequence of doing that, because I don't think we're ready from the sounds of it. It sounds like they have that place pretty heavily fortified. Okay, so more diplomacy, because why not? I feel like I'm gonna need it. And how about this time, mechanics? Alright, level 3. Penetrating strike. Force, okay. Rapid recovery. Nice, at a modest rate. That actually sounds really handy. I might grab that one. Increase the character's reflexes. Fortitude. Hold the line. What's this one? Tactical barrage. Of course, we need that before we do any of that. Or we can do Mule Kick. Powerful attack that knocks enemies into the air and then prone. So I know it reduces the amount of health regenerated, but let's increase the that though. Oh, we have one more. Excellent. Guardian stance, mob stance, conqueror stance. I'm just looking for later on down the line. Okay. I think what I'll do is... I think I'll increase, for right now, her fortitude. Kind of make Elceris this kind of like iron wall of defense.
I'll handle this.
I guess we can't talk to the steward. Okay, that's fine. He's no piece of glass, but I've sailed far worse. Anything in here? Yes, we do. Got a cape. You know, I don't think we have put on a cape yet. Fragments of... hang on. Fragments of Whispers of Yenwood. Despite being only destroyed with the devastation of Cadnua, the sword known as the Whispers of Yenwood has once again found its way into the possession of the keep's road warden, albeit in pieces. It would take a smith of some talent to reforge the weapon. With the right materials, however, perhaps the sword could become even greater than it once was. Awesome. So I guess that was that sword I never really finished in the last game, I'm assuming. Letter from Afra. Alceris. I hope this letter finds you in good health. It's been many summers now since you first arrived in Gilded Vale. Much has changed in those years for both of us. I do not know if you remember me, but the day you came to my door is not one I will forget. For months afterwards, I wrestled with my faith and my fear. And still the gods have blessed me with a son. He is healthy and strong, and already so curious. All of Gilded Vale dotes upon him. I've told him of you, and he asks asks constantly after the Watcher who restored his spirit, and hopes one day to meet you. Until then, know that we keep you in our prayers. Your most grateful servant, Afra. That is awesome. Oop, pardon me. Alright, Jody.
Ship life sure is an adventure, ain't it? Just think of all the places we can sail to, all the sights we could see. This is nothing like being stuck on a farm, or cloistered in the back of a temple. Tell me what's on your mind?
That's all for now, just checking in.
I'm glad we talked.
Ahoy there, Captain. Alright, Aloth?
Thank you again for maintaining my story in front of Vanessa and the others. I didn't enjoy deceiving them, but it seemed simpler than the alternative.
Simpler than explaining your involvement with the leaden key? Absolutely.
I hoped you'd understand. Believe me, I take no pleasure in duplicity.
What exactly were you doing out here?
At your suggestion, I took up Theos's mantle after we parted company.
Adair makes a grunt of displeasure.
I wanted to use the leaden key to improve the lives of Kith.
Right.
So for 5 years, I've been tracking down leaden key circles, searching for the places where they operate in secret, hoping they can be reformed.
And how's that been going?
The task has been more difficult than I anticipated.
I'm just gonna listen on this one.
I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make, or the burden of living with them. It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours.
We all have to stand on our own eventually.
I know, and I have.
He laces his fingers together, a familiar look of anxiety working its way over his face.
After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of changing the leaden key would be tracking down its members and operations.
But?
Perhaps this would be easier with an example. I went to a village in Old Valia, a run-down backwater of a place. Aye, right home like it was.
Aloth's expression shifts as Isomir briefly emerges.
Centuries ago, the leaden key had intervened to end some heretical cult. The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting. A gruesome, pointless tradition. At every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt.
So what'd you do?
I thought new leadership might guide them away from this practice. So I adjusted some of the deeds pertaining to the ownership of their land. It just so happened that a nearby Comtessa, a rather prosperous one, had a claim on the village, and the fertile fields around it.
Clever.
I thought so, at first. The Comtessa annexed the village, as I'd planned. But she did nothing about the bloodletting ritual. And while it continued, she taxed the villagers to pay for the plantation she was building, and conscripted half of them to defend it.
Ooh. A lot of good choices. And now you feel responsible, is that it?
I had to do something, didn't I?
He turns to you with wide, anguished eyes.
I keep wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better.
Let's say let's say, I guess, learning from mistakes like this is a good start.
I suppose so. I should get some rest. It's been a long day, and you've given me a lot to think about.
Yeah, get some rest, my friend. We'll talk more on this later.
Hey, look who it is.
Just checking in. That's really awesome, though, that, you know, we at any point we can just come down here and check in on the crew. Actually, I forgot, we can, instead of going back up, we can just go to the world map from here. That's awesome. Goodness, we have a long way to go. Okay, let's kind of start making our way that way. Oh, okay. Working with injury. Oh boy. You know what? No. No. You are resting. You are resting now. Okay. So I'm guessing just the equipment and everything else we have in the cargo, it'll just kind of gradually decrease over time. There's a place of port around there. Let's go around. Gotcha. Alright, back to the ship, after getting supplies. I saw in that tutorial about ship-to-ship combat. I am, as of right now, how the ship is going, I'm kind of really terrified to get into combat. The Harrow. Okay. I think, actually, given the time, I think this is actually where I'm going to stop the video for right now. Next time, I'm going to explore, see what this is about. We're going to keep making our way towards Nagataka. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about Fort Deadlight for right now. I don't know what this is, Harbinger's Watch. It might be that one of the extra expansions. If it is, I'm going to hold off on it. If anybody knows, just let me know. But regardless, I think I will hold off on that since it's way over there. But yeah, we're going to continue making our way towards Nagataka. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this episode. I greatly appreciate it. Wherever you guys are, have a good day, have a good night, and take it easy, everyone.